Hi friends, welcome to Sada Learning Hub. You are with me, Shada Chaurav. Today's session we are going to learn overriding in object-oriented programming. Whenever the parent has by default available to the child through inheritance. If the child is not satisfied with the parent class methods implementations, then child is allowed to redefine that parent class methods in child's classes. In that in its own way. This process is called overloading. Whenever the parent has by default available to the child through inheritance. If the child is not satisfied with the parent class method implementations, then child is allowed to redefine the parent class methods in child classes in its own way. This process is called overriding. The parent class methods which is overridden is called overridden methods. A child class methods which is overriding is called overriding methods. For example, see this example. I'm creating a class. This is the class called T. Sorry, I'm creating a one class parent. I'm creating a one method is called property and one more method called is marry. I'm creating one more class called child. It is extending from the parent. It is extending the frame. I am overriding the method called marry. I am overriding the method marry in the child class. This is the method. Now I am calling this method. I am creating a one more class test. I am creating a class object parent p p dot marry. I am calling the method marry from the using the parent object. It gives it calls the method is from the parent marry. Parent contains marry method, that is Sublakshmi. Now I am creating a one more class child c is equal to new child. I am calling the method c dot marry. Child contains marry method. This is the marry method. It is available from the child class. It prints this one. Now, after that, I am creating a one more object P1. This is the object of parent object, but it refers the child. I am creating an object of child class and assign it to the parent class. I am calling the P1 dot marry. It is called from the here. In the overriding method resolutions is always takes care by JVM based on the runtime objects. Hence, overriding is also considered as runtime polymorphism or dynamic polymorphism or late binding. The process of overriding method resolutions is also known as dynamic method dispatch. In overriding, runtime objects will be play the role and reference types is dummy. Next, I am going to discuss about rules of overriding. In overriding, method names and arguments must be same. That is, method signature must be same. Until 1.4 version, the return types must be same, but from 1.5 version onwards, covariant return types are allowed. According to this child class method, return types need not be same as parent class method return type. Its child types also allowed. We need to follow the some rules into the overriding. Those are in overriding method names and the arguments must be same. This method signature must be same. Method arguments must be same and also as well as signature also same. Until 1.4 version, the return type must be same, but from 1.5 version onwards, covariants return types are allowed. According to this child class method return type need not be same as parent class method return type. Its child types also allowed. See, I'm show you one example here on this. I'm creating a class parent. I'm creating one object called method one. This is the method one. I'm creating a one more class is child. This is a method. This is the method one, but it return type is string. It is a valid in 1.5 but invalid in 1.4. This is the method overriding. It is a valid in 1.5 but not in 1.4. Covariant return types cannot Covariant return types concept is applicable only for object types but not for primitives. Means covariants only applicable for objects but not in primitives. Private methods are not visible in the child classes. Hence, overriding concept is not applicable for the private methods. Based on one requirement, we can declare the same parent class private method in the child class also. It is valid but not overriding. If you see this example, I am creating a one method, one class called parent. In this parent class, I am declaring, creating a one method called method one. It is return type is void. That access modifier is private. I am creating one more class is child. It is extending from the parent. This method one, I'm creating here one method called method one. It return type is void. This access modifier is private. This is not overriding. Why? Because the scope of this method one within the parent class only, not in parent. If you are extending or not, if it is scope is only for the parent class. Parent class final methods. See here private methods. This is the private method. Private methods are not visible in the child classes. This we are extending from the parent, but it is not visible in the child class. Hence, overriding concept is not applicable for the private methods. Overriding concept is not applicable for the private methods. Based on our requirements, we can declare the same parent class private method in the child class also. It's based on requirement. If may or may not, we can create a method in the child class. Next, parent class final methods we can't override in the child classes. If you see this example, if you see this example, parent class, parent class, see this is the parent class final methods cannot possible to extend in the child class. It is the one more rule. Parent class final methods cannot possible to extend in the child class methods. If you are extending, see if you are overriding here, it gives the compile time error. Parent class non-final methods we can override as a final in the child class. We can't override native methods in the child class. We should override a parent class abstract methods in the child class to provide the implementations. This is the parent class, which is the modifier abstract, that is called abstract parent class. This class is an abstract class. I'm creating one more method here, that is the method one, which is declared as abstract method. I'm creating a one more class child which is extends from the parent. It is possible to give the implementations in child class also. We should override the parent class abstract method. We should override the parent class abstract method in the child class. In the child class to provide the implementations. Next, we can override the parent class non-abstract method as abstract method. We can override the parent class non-abstract method as abstract to stop the availability of the parent class method implementations to the child classes. I can show you one example here. This is the parent class. I'm creating a one method called method one. This is the child class extending from the parent. I'm declaring this class as an abstract. This is an abstract. If we can override parent class non-abstract, this is a non-abstract method, non-abstract method as an abstract to stop the availability of the parent class method implemented in the child class. Now next point is synchronized strict FP modifiers won't keep any restrictions on overriding. While overriding, we can't reduce the scope of access modifiers. While overriding, we can't reduce the scope of access specifiers. This is the parent class. I am creating a one method called method one. I am creating a child class. This is extending from the parent. Now, while overriding, see, this is the method one. I am overriding in the child class. While overriding, we can't reduce the scope of access specifiers. This is the scope. We can't reduce the scope of access specifiers. If you compile this program, it gives the compile time error. Why? Because this is the public, this is the protected. That's why attempting to assign the weaker access privileges was public. This is the public, but we are declared here as a access modifier private. That is attempting to assign the weaker access privileges to the public. Next, I'm going to discuss about checked versus unchecked exceptions. The exceptions which are checked by the compiler for smooth executions of the program at runtime are called checked exceptions. The exceptions which are not checked by the compiler are called unchecked exceptions. Runtime exceptions and its child classes, error and its child classes. Error and its child classes are unchecked exceptions. These are remaining are all checked exceptions. While overriding, if the child class methods throws any checked exceptions compulsory, the parent class method should throw the same checked exceptions or its parent, otherwise we will get the compile time error. But there are no restrictions for unchecked exceptions. For example, if you see this example, I am creating a class parent. In this parent class, I am creating a called method one. After that, I am creating a one child class. It is extending from the parent. I'm creating a method here. I am overriding the method. It throws the exception. But there is no restrictions for the unchecked exceptions. It gives the compile time error. Whenever you are compile this program, it gives the compile time error. Why? Because overriding methods does not throw java.lang.exceptions. This is the overriding the method. Overriding methods doesn't throw the java.lang.exceptions. Next, I am going to discuss about overriding with respect to static methods. What? Overriding with respect to the static methods. Here I am going to discuss some cases. This is the first case one. We can't override the static methods as non-static. We can't override a static method as a non-static. If you see this example, Here I am creating a one class. I am creating a one method, that is the static method. I am creating one more class child. I am extending from the parent. I am trying to override this method, method 1. But here method 1 object, see here method 1 is a object level. Hence we can't override the method 1 object. Here method 1 here method is a object level. Hence we can't override method 1 method. Next, case 2. Similarity, we can't override a non-static methods as a static. See, this is the parent static method. I am extending from here. It is also overriding the static method. Same way, reverse also. If it is non-static, if it is static. Similarly, we can't override a non-static method as static. If you see this, this is a static method, vice versa. It is also possible, not possible. Next, case 3. I'm creating a one class parent. After that, I'm extending the one more class, that is the child class. I'm overriding the method 1. Both are the static access specifiers. It is a valid. It seems to be overriding concept is applicable for the static methods, but it is not overriding is its method 1 method hiding. It is valid. Why? Because parent class also a static and child class also a static. It is valid. It seems to be overriding concept is applicable for the static methods, but it is not overriding. It is a method hiding. It's not a, see, this is not a overriding. This is not a overriding. This is called method hiding.
Thank you so much watching this video. Hope this lesson helpful to you. Keep watching our lessons. Keep writing to us. Do not forget subscribe our channel Sada Learning Hub because we have many sessions that would help you to develop our skills, and I will be back soon. Till then you take care. Bye bye.